Hey, everybody, welcome to the Ronline Report. My guest today is the owner of probably what is the most famous gym in the United States of America right now, Prime Fitness in Oxford, Massachusetts. Please welcome Dave Blondin. How are you, Dave?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Now, it's famous not because, not for all the right reasons. It's an awesome gym. I'd love to get out there eventually when all this blows over, but it's famous because you defied our governor. We're in the state of Massachusetts, Charlie Baker's orders, and you opened up again, and you're being fined $1,000 a day. Am I right? $1,000?
It's $300 to start, and then it moved up to $1,000 a day.
Okay, that was nice of them. And did they shut off your water and power as well?
They shut off the water and power last night in the middle of the night.
Ooh, okay. So there, yeah. So, this is, let's get a little background on this. So we shut down gyms in our state. Do you remember the exact date? It was right around middle of March.
Middle of March. So I stayed open right until that Tuesday that they shut down. So I stayed open until noon that day, and we shut down then. And that's when we thought it was just going to be a 2-week thing, and then things would go back to normal. But
yeah. So I can't remember when Baker first made his announcements about we're going to have 3 phases, and we hope to start phase 1 and this and that. But how long were you shut down where you were just hoping any day now, any week now, we're going to get the word that it's okay to open up?
So 10 weeks, I want to say it was.
Wow. Okay.
And then we were actually supposed to be in phase 1, and then they moved us to phase 3.
Phase 1, yeah. So initially he did say gyms were going to be phase 1?
Supposed to be in phase 1.
The CDC.
They
because
decided that we were going to be in phase 3.
Yeah, there's been so many changes every week as to how they think this virus spreads, and wear a mask, don't wear a mask. You can get it touching, you can't get it touching.
I got a lot of crap for telling people to come when they're coming to the gym not to wear a mask.
Oh, okay.
I personally think, I wouldn't be able to wear a mask when I worked out.
Yeah. Have you tried it?
Honestly, I've worn a mask about 3 times this entire pandemic thing. So, and the 3 times I wore it, I can barely breathe just walking around. So.
Yeah. I went down to LA Fitness in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. Yeah, where they bravely opened up some gyms, and you have to wear a mask, and oh my God, it's horrible. It's horrible trying to work out like that. So let's get some perspective. How long have you owned Prime Fitness and Nutrition?
So the nutrition store I've owned for 8 years, but the gym we're on year 3 right now. So.
Okay. How many square feet and roughly how many members?
Roughly about 800 members, and square feet. We're building the 3rd floor now, so currently 15,000 square feet, and the 3rd floor will bring it to 20,000.
Okay. So at what point did you decide, this is ridiculous, I'm going to open up, did you have strong fears that immediately the city, is it a town or a city, Oxford?
It's a town. It's a small town.
Yeah, I live in Stoughton. It's also a crappy little town. But when did they give you what were your feelings as far as how long? I just want to know, at what point did you say, this is it, I'm done, I'm going to open up?
So thinking back, May 18th, he was supposed to announce everything and the phases going in, and he wasn't going to announce it until now noon on May 18th. So I made an announcement on Facebook on the 17th saying, you know what, we're opening our doors. And I called upon all gyms in Massachusetts to follow, and one gym followed me. So,
who's the other brave soul?
He's in Chatham. He's Body Strong Fitness.
Okay. Yeah. So what happened the first day you opened up? Did you get fined the very first day?
Health inspector came down, gave me a verbal warning. And then after that was the written warning, and then the $300 fine started.
Wow. And that was daily. They came every day and wrote you up a little citation?
3 days, and then they mailed the rest of them.
Okay. Well, couldn't be bothered.
It's funny when they served some papers, and let's see, the people that served the papers, people that were giving some tickets, they went down to the police station and asked if somebody would come down with them because they were scared. And the police just basically just laughed at them and said, like, no, we're not coming with you.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it looks like a pretty hardcore place. You got a lot of normal everyday people. You got some big characters there, like Rich Casey, my buddy on Facebook, definitely a big bodybuilder dude. But what were the members? The members obviously must have been very, very grateful that you chose to open.
We were the first day. It was kind of like, okay, people, they're open. You had the regulars come, and then honestly, after a week, everything kind of got back to normal. Leading up until then was we had a.
So Dave, you decided to open back in May. What were the members' reactions? Were they very, very grateful? Did they all come back pretty much immediately?
They all came back right away. Everyone was so happy, especially my competitors. Those were the ones that were suffering the most, because we had shows, going through June that weren't canceled yet. We kind of knew they were going to get canceled, but they weren't saying they were canceled yet. So I had a bunch of people in prep, and they were trucking along at home, but I pulled probably about 25 people out of shows, before even things got canceled and whatnot, because I knew kind of it was just kind of the best option, because knowing that they were going to be training at home, it wasn't going to be possible for them.
Oh, are you a prep coach as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I should have done a little more research on that. So you start getting your fines, and were you just prepared to keep paying $300 a day indefinitely?
Yes. So we started a GoFundMe page, and then we set up a bucket at the gym. And honestly, most of the members were paying for each individual fine on their own. And we have a GoFundMe page up there. So we're at about $20,000 now with cash involved.
Okay. Yeah. And when did they decide? How long had they been doing 300 days when they decided they would bump it up to 1,000?
1,000 was just the court order last week.
Wow. And is there any precedent? Are they just kind of making this up as they go along with these fines?
Yeah, and then they pushed. It was kind of interesting. The Oxford's attorney, which actually they have 3 attorneys now, that are trying to fight against me, because apparently it's that bad to exercise. So they tried to make the fine go up to $3,000 a day.
Wow.
And he basically, from the attorney, I always said, we want to shatter this business as quickly as we can, so they can't do business whatsoever.
Wow.
Wow.
This sounds like a personal vendetta. I mean,
yeah.
Is there a history with these people, or is it just that you defied them and they want to show you that they're boss and you can't do that?
I don't know. None of the other gyms that opened around the world went through this crap. Ohio won, Michigan won. They all won.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I think Oxford's such a small town. It's almost like they don't know what to do. So having 3 attorneys, I mean, it just shows that they're reaching for money. They're laying off tons and tons of employees right now, and the school systems have no money. And I look at that they're using me to try to make money out of fines.
Yeah. Now, I know some of these gyms, they're suing back. They're doing countersuits in the Attilas gym guys in New Jersey. Do you have anything like that going on?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're not going to stop. Once I think they think that they're gonna, because our next court case is actually June 30th, which is the day after that gyms are supposed to be able to be open if everything goes in play.
Right.
Which it's interesting to see is are they going to do that and then drop the case? But that's not going to stop us. We're going to keep going. So we actually filed 2 lawsuits this morning, one against the electrical company and one against the water company, because the court order was for the town to turn off those things and not hire companies to do it. So kind of little mouse there.
So this was done in the middle of the night last night. They shut off your water and your power.
Yep.
And I saw on your Facebook page, you guys are going to adapt and you're still going to keep going. You're going to bring in did you already bring in a generator and porta potties and things like that?
So we're past that now. They actually changed the locks as of 4:00 today.
Well, change the lock. So you can't get in.
I can't even get into my own building.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. So they really don't like you.
Yep. So they locked both sides of the building, so I can't even get into my store. My personal things. Everything's in my store.
Yeah.
More at my store than I have my own house.
Wow. And you said it's not just a gym. You have a nutrition store inside. It's all one building, and you can't even get in. And you're going to be losing like meals that were prepped and all kinds of inventory.
Off last night, I lost all my meal preps all the meal prep meals that are made. All the frozen fruit that I use for the juice bar, it's all gone now.
Wow. So, wow. I mean, I didn't even realize they'd locked you out. The water and the power was bad enough. I thought you were going to adapt to that. But, what do you do now? How do you get an emergency injunction, or what are your options at this point?
I'm going to get an emergency injunction. My landlord actually is backing me a lot right now. He was the one that kind of pushed against it and had the locks changed on his end, instead of the state coming in and boarding it up.
Yeah.
So us doing it that way, he's got a meeting with the town manager tomorrow, and hopefully that can get my store back open at least.
Yeah. So, just to give people an idea of how safe you were trying to be, what measures had you taken? What had you, roped off areas? Did you have the one-way arrows on the floor? What did you do to the place?
I followed the guidelines up into basically what was allowed prior to the shutdown. So the way I did things back then, the max capacity was 25. So I have 2 floors, so 25 people upstairs, 25 people downstairs. Limit people to 1-hour time slots, extra sanitizer around, and then you just tell people that they just need to stay spread apart. And people, honestly, it forced them to wipe things down even more. There were people that I know didn't wipe things down, now do wipe things down. So if anything, it made people more clean.
Yeah. I mean, this whole virus thing, yeah, I used to see people just walk out of the bathroom and that they didn't wash their hands. And at least now, these filthy human beings will hopefully be washing their hands.
It's interesting just to see that, instead of shutting down businesses, shouldn't the health departments be jumping into making sure these places are sanitized and clean instead of just saying like, okay, everyone just close?
Yeah, obviously. And it's, I'm obviously very biased toward gyms being open because I'm dying without Bayshore Athletic Club being open. But, why do you think gyms are especially targeted by most of these governors as being among the most dangerous places you can be in light of contracting this virus and getting exposed?
They're just completely ignoring the fitness industry whatsoever. So my fight was people's mental health. As you know, people use the gym as an outlet, whether it's people with PTSD or anxiety or anything like that. And if they keep liquor stores open for that reason for alcoholics, why can't we have our outlet?
Yeah. I mean, Tim from Bayshore, he put it this way: there's a good chunk of members who are in recovery, and this is working out. That's a large part of how they're able to stay sober and drug free and alcohol drink without a drink. This is my thing every day. My ritual. I go to the gym. I eat my healthy meals. I do my workout. It's crazy because this whole time we've been able to go to Walmart, Costco, Target, Stop and Shop.
Those places are disgusting.
People all right. You're picking up food that someone just picked up, and people breathing because you try to stay away from people, but people still slide right past you and everything. It really seems to me that there's been a serious bias toward the fitness industry in general, as if it's not only is it non-essential. They say, well, people could exercise at home and this and that, but most people can't exercise at home. They don't have the space for it. They don't have the funds to put up. You have, I'm guessing, $1 million or more worth of equipment in your place. I can't afford $1 million worth. Even if I had the room, I couldn't have all that stuff in my house. It's just not the same. Right. So what do you say to people who say, well, these people bitching about they can't go to the gym, they can just go walk outside, or they can get a little dumbbell or do whatever.
The biggest comments people say is, oh, you can just order everything on Amazon.
Yeah.
What? Everything's like, it's like $10 a pound now, for God's sakes. It's insane.
Yeah. The price gouging shows people's true colors, but you see that. I saw like a pair of 75-pound dumbbells going for like $400 at one point.
Crazy.
Yeah, one pair. This wasn't like a whole fleet of them. So Dave, this is nuts. What do you do from here? What are your immediate plans over the next week or two?
So we have a protest this Saturday at the gym. We're hopefully going to be able to get some equipment outside, and then we're going to set up at a gym outside and just, if that's what it takes. My members just want to work out. So we'll set up some squat racks and some deadlift platforms and dumbbells, and people can come train in the parking lot. And Saturday we'll do a protest, and I think there's going to be thousands of people there, honestly.
Wow. But they're all going to be 6 feet apart.
Yeah, right.
Well, it depends on what you're protesting. Certain protests you can be packed in. Other protests we need to keep our space. Depends on what they're protesting. But that's great. Now, if people want to contribute toward this, because there's a lot of people out there, they're really behind you on this fight, because you're one of the very few gym owners in this country who had the balls to stand up and open your gym, and against all these fines, and they say you can't fight City Hall, and you're fighting City Hall. Right. So what's the GoFundMe? I mean, I'll put up a link in the video too.
Yeah, I don't have the link. It's under Reopening Gyms.
Okay.
It's under Douglas, Mass.
Okay. Yeah, I'll find it. But man, this is a crazy time we're in. So are you worried about? See, this was another thing. My gym owner said I could afford the fine's not a big deal because I'm actually losing more money by not having the gym open anyway, because a lot of people froze their memberships or whatever. The money's not the issue, but I'm afraid he's not even afraid. He spoke to some people who said they're not going to renew your permits and this and that. They'll screw you over when that time comes.
Revenue to the town. That's I'm the biggest small business in that town aside from Walmart and Home Depot. You know, so if they're gonna get rid of the hundreds of people that drive through the town and get gas down the street and go to the convenience store down the road, and they can't do that. You know.
Okay. Well, I mean, I hope not.
So
Yeah. I mean,
you know, it's there's plenty of other towns I'm sure to welcome me in there. You know, I can find mill buildings anywhere.
that's true. Yeah, because I want to let people know, where is this? It's near. We call it Worcester. Worcester. It's
Worcester.
You're about, how far are you from Worcester?
Probably 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Area.
Yeah, 'cause I'm trying to correct all the non-New Englanders out there. They see it written, and they say Worcester, Worcester, or something. It's Worcester, Worcester. You know, but well, man, I wish you the best. And this is it's interesting to watch it play out. You know, it's like I said, this whole virus thing. This is the craziest time in our lives. I've never lived through anything like this. I'm sure you haven't either.
Oh, no,
But
this is
to see small businesses, which really are the cornerstone of America, our whole economy. You know, our economy wasn't built on Walmart and this and that. It was built on many, many, many small businesses. You know, by people like yourself that worked hard and built up a business and took their own blood, sweat, and tears over years. And we're seeing so many of those places are going to go under. You know, it's a lot of gyms. A lot of gyms aren't going to come back from this.
Happen. You know.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that all the chains, you know, Gold's declared bankruptcy, and Boston Sports Club and 24 Hour Fitness, all the big chains, because it's just there's only so much that we can hold.
Right. Yeah. You know, do you have any words for the other gym owners out there who are suffering right now?
Honestly, in my eyes, if we all open together, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
There's nothing to do. If every single gym in the country opened up, what are they going to do?
Yeah. Well, I think we're one of the last states that hasn't opened yet.
So where our all the surrounding states, you know, Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, they're all open.
Yeah.
So I know plenty of people that are just crossing the border and going to work out.
Yeah. I mean, it's terrible that you have to do that, but and you're near where you're located. You're not really close to any borders, unfortunately.
It's like Connecticut's 10 minutes, Rhode Island's 10 minutes, depending on the areas. Yeah, it's right on there.
Oh, you are. Okay. Well, see, there goes my geography again.
We have some members that actually come from there too.
Oh, right on. Well, Dave, you know, I wish you the best of luck. This has been a very, very interesting story because of all the gyms in the country. It turns out one of them in my home state, Massachusetts, and you were the only ones who really had the guts to stand up. And I hope this works out for the best for you. I hope I hope you don't have to move to another town. And let's just hope this madness is all over very, very soon.
Can only hope, right?
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, thanks for fighting the good fight. All of us gym goers, you know, we're behind you. We really believe in what you're doing. We support you, and we hope for the best possible outcome for you and for Prime Fitness.
Appreciate it.
Cool. All right, everybody, that's it. Thanks for watching Ronline Report with this man, Dave Blondin, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks.